Oh, hey everyone. I just thought I would do this video first to calm myself down. It's sort of a high anxiety morning. Um, it is cold, it is raining, and I really, really don't feel good. This is all allergy or nose related. It's not, a cold or flu or anything. At least I don't think so. Um, so I'm trying to make this as, quick and painless as possible. So I did refer back to my last video, something I never ever do, because I wasn't exactly sure when I posted it. So I did post it prior to my therapy appointment on Monday, which was at 10. Here, just suckle on that for a little while. And it was phenomenal, like fantastic. Like that is what I expected from day one. She worked on me by herself, uninterrupted, no distractions for an hour, and very minimal exercises at the end, like 10 minutes of exercises, if that. I mean, she really, really, really worked on me. However, ever since then, I have had a worse headache. This, whatever it is on the side of my head and my face, on this side, because all my problems, as you recall, are stemming from here, all here. So I think because your body is filled with nerves and muscles, and something got very, very angry. Um, that's all I can attribute it to, even 2 days later. I mean, if it's so painful and it's so tender back here, just by me doing this, it's I can feel the pain. Anyways, um, so I wish I had better news. It's not bad news, it's just the same old scenario that keeps coming up. I went yesterday to the spine specialist, aka orthopedic. Let's just break it down. And brought all my stuff with me, CDs, MRI films, even from 2 years ago when I had that compressed nerve in my right side on my back. Immediately, he prints out the results of the MRI or a film, or I don't know what it was. And he compares it to the chart and he's like, your neck is fine. I'm like, well, why is everybody concentrating on a bulge at C3-4 and C6-7? And I did find out 6-7 is up here, strangely enough. I thought it was, further down. But he's like, no, look at your spinal column. Look at the space. Look at the space in between the discs. Yes, there is degenerative or degeneration or whatever the word is. I can't even think right now because I'm just in pain. Um, that's with age. And I'm like, okay, but why does my neck hurt? Why can I not move it side to side? Why do I have these headaches? Why doesn't anything let up? It's debilitating. And he's the type of doctor that sort of talks over you and talks a lot, and you can't get a word in. And I'm like, oh my God, here it is all over again. So he did suggest seeing a neurologist, and I think my primary care doctor or nurse practitioner have mentioned that in the past, to see a neurologist, um, and to possibly get, God help me, here we go again, an MRI of my brain, just to make sure nothing is going on with it. And he feels like it's not. He did all these tests, walk this way, walk that way, strength tests, and he's like, no, you're fine. And I'm like, well, can there be a nerve problem? Well, I don't know. I'm like, I'm not grasping for straws, and I keep reiterating this 1,000 times because I don't want anybody to think I'm a hypochondriac, or as I like to say, I am not chasing another illness. I am in so much pain right now. I'm just done. These last few days have just brought me to tears again. That, I had hope yesterday of getting somewhere, but getting back to yesterday's appointment. So he basically just writes off the neck, like, you know, go see a neurologist regarding that. Now your lower back, you have a lot of problems going on, and one of my discs is now protruding. And he thinks that's where the problem is coming from, the recent pain. The back going out a couple weeks ago. And he's like, we could probably do an epidural. However, I don't know if it's going to help you. You can try it. And I'm like, you're giving me kibbles. You're not giving me, I mean, I know doctors, can't say this is absolutely positively going to help you. But when you're on the flip side and you're saying, well, go ahead and spend the money, go ahead and do the procedure, but I don't know if it's going to work. It kind of leaves you like, well, what do you do? Do you do it? Do you hope for the best? I was praying to God he would shoot me up in the neck, honestly, over my back. I've dealt with this back thing for so long that if somebody said to me, and I even said to him, I even sort of brought up the question, like, out of the two, which is the worst complaint? My neck. Never thought in a million years I would ever say that. It's always been my back. But, his suggestion was, okay, we do the epidural. And then I mentioned to him, what are your feelings or what are your thoughts about an acupuncturist or a chiropractor? Oh, those won't help you. Immediately shot it down. Okay. He suggested, and this is, it's not crazy talk, but it's like, really? Go to yoga or go to Pilates. Out of pocket. And strengthen your core and strengthen your muscles and strengthen yourself. And I'm like, I'm already degenerative. I'm already at a certain age, and you're expecting me to reverse all this with yoga and Pilates. I just found that so odd. Like, I'm willing to have a million needles stuck in my body. I'm willing to go to chiropractors, to therapy, to anything I need to do for help, for relief. And he just basically shot everything down. It was nice meeting you. We'll send in a referral for your epidural. We'll see how much, out of pocket it's going to be. And we'll kind of go from there. Now, the problem with that is, of course, there's another problem on top of another problem on top of another problem. They only do epidurals on Mondays. I have nobody to take me. I have one neighbor I could possibly ask. But my friend now works. My grandma Judy works Mondays and Tuesdays. You need somebody to take you. They won't allow, Uber or anything like that. Not that you're going to be mentally disoriented or anything, but you will be physically, like, if something, God forbid, a million trillion times goes wrong in Uber, what am I supposed to do? Run out of the Uber when I can't really walk? Or you can't run, you can't help, I need help, whatever. Sorry, I'm just jotting something down. I'll get into that in a minute. So I'm kind of like at a loss of, well, what do I do? I can't really do anything. My two old neighbors who I can't even ask them. I wouldn't even ask them. They work. Everybody works. So I'm basically stuck, but I'll see what happens if and when it does get approved. And, anyways, I have a phone appointment this afternoon with the patient advocate, aka the assistant-ish to my nurse practitioner. We're going to go over a bunch of stuff because my last approved therapy appointment is Monday. So I don't know if I'm going to get to go back. I don't know if the wonderful appointment I had on Monday is going to continue or if that was just a fluke. Because my next appointment is at 1. And the last 2 appointments at 1, she double booked. And it was just like, why am I here? You're not working on me. You're not helping me. It's a waste of time, money, and gas. So I don't know where we're going to proceed in all this. So I have taken it upon myself to contact my massage therapist, who is a local neighbor, who is licensed, who works out of her home, who I've been going to for a year, off and on. The last time I saw her, and I saw the text message I sent her, was 4 days before my gallbladder attack on July 17th. That's the last time I saw her. And little did I know that I would have all these things happen after that, because I was just basically recovering from my nose surgery and from the headaches that I had had. So I'm going to go tomorrow morning. I'm going to hope for some reason she works on this area and it relieves some pain or something. Now, it's not enjoyable when it's not like, oh, this feels really good. It's painful, people. It's painful. So, and the next day, trust me, is even more painful. Like, because you just feel like you've been beat with a bat. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. I mean, like I said, I'm going to talk to her name is Krista this afternoon and try to navigate what is the next step for me. Because something is going on up here. Something. And it's this, I can feel it. I can touch it. I can pinpoint it. And I think it's just affecting this side. There's nothing I can take. There's nothing I can do short of lying down. Who wants to lie down all day? I don't. But, not thankfully, but today is a really crappy day. It's really cold. It has been raining off and on. Honest to God, I have no reason to go out. I have wanted to go to Ross badly to find some slipper socks. And I thought possibly maybe going to Dollar Tree, a smaller one, not the one I love, to get some household supplies. Sorry. But you know what? I'm just going to take today off again and just try to drink a lot of water, rest, take my meds, and lie down. There's nothing else I can do. It's the only relief I get. I've been putting on, and I bought some. Oh, actually, I wasn't planning on this, and I didn't realize I had it here. It's BioFreeze. It's everywhere. Walgreens, CVS. I got it at the therapy place. The price was comparable to Walgreens because I had priced it before. So I just went and got it. It does help a little. Like in the first 10 minutes, it just, intense cold, hence the name Breeze. So I've been slathering that on every hour. I've been doing my exercises. I've also been doing my anxiety exercises Yesterday, my anxiety was through the freaking roof, and that was before the doctor's appointment. And I know it was just building up to what's this guy going to say. You know, he did actually mention surgery on my back, and I'm like, we're not doing that. He goes, that I could tell you, it would help you, you know. I can't guarantee it's going to, reverse 30 years, but it can help you. And I'm like, no, 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 thanks. I'm going to pass. Not doing that. So that's where we stand right now. I just need your prayers. I really need a lot of prayers because I feel like that's all I have left. It's a shitty time of the year. I don't know why, but President Bush passing away has affected me. Granted, I am a 100% Democrat. Don't think I've ever said that. Was never a fan of the Bush administration, either one, especially the last one. But it makes me reflect, like, of that era and how I know my dad voted for them because he was a Republican, but he kind of flipped when Clinton took over and Obama and all that. But I would think of him today and how sad or how fascinated he would be with the funeral of President Bush. And I just think of that time. It was so simple and it was so different, and like none of this technology existed. You know, a pager was big. You know, not a phone, not the internet, not email, not anything. It was just a simpler time. And if you didn't grow up in that, you don't understand it. Like no YouTube, no none of this. And I just think he would be, sitting on the couch and the TV would be blaring on probably NBC with Tom Brokaw and, or Brian Williams. So I'm remembering just a simpler time. And that's hard. And something I've never said either is, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to get all like emotional and stuff, but my mom's birthday is always, around give or take a day here, a day there, election day. Always. And my dad's birthday is always, give or take a day or two here or there, is inauguration day. Always. It's just crazy how, life works. And I guess I am recording it right now. I was watching it this morning, and it just got to the point of the service almost beginning, and I shut it off, and I'm like, you know what, this is really affecting me. I'm going to watch it later when I feel better. But it just makes you just remember a time when President Bush was in office. It was, my God, it was the 80s. I was just out of high school. Unbelievable. Like, I can't even wrap my head around that. Like, my first Shih Tzu was 3. Or no, he was 13, sorry. But it just, I don't know, it just makes me think back. And again, wonder what my dad would think about all this. And it's just a sad day. It's hard to look back. And it's hard to be at the holidays, and it's hard not to feel good. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. So please keep those prayers coming. Please, that's all I have. That's all I have is just prayers to get me through this and to figure out what the next step is. And there isn't one day that I don't wake up. Not one day where I wish I would just feel normal. Like, I keep hoping that one miracle day is going to come in and I'm going to wake up and all the pain is going to be gone, or it's going to be, you know, livable like it was a year ago before I got sick. I wanted today or tomorrow to go get my flu shot, but I'm thinking, is that really such a wise idea? Do I really want to add on to all this, you know? Um, I may go Friday. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, do I want to put something into my system when my system is so compromised that, you know, that one little microscopic bug, you know, I don't want it to have an adverse reaction to me. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyways, thank you all for your love and for your support, for your comments, for your messages. I'm sorry I don't comment back. I read them. I do read them and I love them. And, you know, I appreciate them so, so much. And I appreciate this outlet that I have. So, everybody take care. I hope everybody's doing well. And try and have a good day. Bye.